Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Boris had never imagined he would find himself in such a predicament. Once a formidable force to reckon with, he had taken pride in his strength and vitality. Yet now, as he lay on a bed of withered leaves in the middle of a dense, shadowed forest, his once potent power had dwindled to a faint spark. His journey had been arduous and filled with peril. The enemies he had faced were relentless, driven by an inexplicable thirst for his downfall. It was during one such battle that the fatal blow had been delivered, a piercing strike that would have claimed the life of any ordinary being. But Boris was far from ordinary. As a creature intertwined with the spirit of the bear, he possessed abilities that extended beyond human comprehension. It was this connection that now dictated his survival. As the chill of autumn descended upon the forest, Boris felt the familiar pull, an instinct to retreat, to surrender to the whispers of slumber that promised healing and renewal. He resisted at first, grappling with the notion of becoming vulnerable in a world fraught with danger. However, as his body grew weaker, he realized that there was no other way. The bear spirit within him began to take over, leading him into a deep, dream-laden coma reminiscent of a bear's hibernation. The transition was seamless, almost ethereal. The forest, once vibrant and alive, blurred into the recesses of his subconscious. In the dreamscape where he now dwelled, Boris found himself wandering through the corridors of his own memories. Each turn and corner revealed fragments of his life. Moments of triumph, scattered with the echoes of laughter, painted with hues of longing and loss. In these memories, he saw a young boy, wide-eyed and curious, gently nudging a massive bear with awe and familiarity. "Did you know?" the boy would say, his fingers lost in the bear's dense fur. "That we are one, you and I. Bound by nature's decree to protect and to endure." These dreams were not mere visions, but lessons, guiding him towards understanding the depth of his bond with the bear spirit. He relived instances when the bear's instincts had saved him, moments of shared strength and survival. The bear was not just a part of him, it was a guardian, an ancient force that had chosen him for reasons he could not fully comprehend. As Boris's true self intertwined with this living memory, he recognized the profound symbiosis. The bear spirit was not merely a source of power, but a companion, tethered to the core of his being. He was reminded of the first time he had felt its presence, during a childhood fever that had threatened to consume him. The bear had been there then, as it was now, bridging the fragile gap between life and death. With each passing dream, Boris's body regained its strength. The forest around him responded in kind. Leaves that had once crunched underfoot now flourished with the vibrancy of spring, an outward reflection of the renewal occurring within. Finally, as the sun of a new dawn brushed his skin with warmth, Boris awoke. The world was different, yet unchanged. He sat up, eyes scanning the forest that had cared for him as much as he had cared for it. The hibernation had not only restored his strength but had woven tighter the threads binding him to the bear. He was ready to face the world once more, not just as Boris, but as a guardian, unyielding and resilient, with the spirit of the bear forever within him. Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient and mystical forest, there lived a man named Boris. Boris was no ordinary man, he was the guardian of the forest, bestowed with the magical powers of the bear spirits. These bear spirits granted him incredible strength and mystical abilities to protect the forest from any harm. However, this came with its own challenges. Boris was brave and kind, revered by both the creatures of the forest and the nearby villagers. But as the years went by, Boris began to notice changes in himself. The bear spirit's power was seeping deeper into his body and mind, transforming him more and more into a bear-like creature. He grew thick, coarse hair over his skin. His senses sharpened, and his mannerisms slowly became more ursine. Even his thoughts and instincts began harmonizing with those of a wild bear. Though the forest flourished under his protection, Boris became increasingly worried about these changes. One day, while standing by the shimmering waters of the forest lake, he looked at his reflection and was startled to see how little of himself he recognized. Was he becoming more bear than man? This realization gnawed at him. The wise owl Orion, who had watched over the forest for centuries, noticed Boris's struggle and approached him one evening. "Boris," Orion cooed gently, "it seems your heart is burdened. The transformation cannot be stopped completely, but choices lay ahead of you. Will you embrace the beast, or rein it in to remain more human?" Boris sighed, his deep voice rumbling like distant thunder. "I am scared, Orion. If I continue on, I fear I will lose myself wholly to being a bear. But if I relinquish this power, who will protect the forest?" "Ah," Orion blinked wisely, "strength is not just in the power to fend off foes. Your human heart also grants you wisdom and compassion. Reflect on this, and you may find the right path." Determined to find answers, Boris decided to visit the spirit cave where the ancient bear spirits resided. His journey was long and filled with trials that tested both his human and bear sides. He had to navigate the thickest parts of the forest, swim through icy rivers, and encounter the fiery tests of determination laid out by the spirits. Finally reaching the heart of the cave, Boris stood before the bear elder. The spirit's voice echoed like a wise, deep drum. "Boris, courageous guardian of nature, you have come seeking balance. I seek a way," Boris pleaded, "to protect the forest while staying true to who I am." The bear elder nodded, sensing Boris's genuine turmoil. To be both man and beast is not a curse, but a gift, if you can find the harmony within. Honor both the man in your heart and the bear in your spirit, and you shall be the guardian you wish to be. With renewed resolve, Boris understood that his journey was not about choosing one over the other, but about finding balance between his human compassion and bear strength. As he walked back through the forest, Boris felt a peace he hadn't known since the transformations began. His heart, a tapestry of man and beast, beat confidently in sync with the forest around him. From that day forward, Boris remained the steadfast protector of the forest. His tale became legend, of the man who walked the line between man and beast, protecting the harmony of all life in the woods. And whenever the wind howled through the trees, it carried the whispered wisdom of the guardian who found the balance within.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.